Hello everyone, welcome. I'm Shay. If you're new to my channel, I am doing a monochromatic fall-inspired brown look today. I asked you on Instagram what you wanted to see next for tutorial, and I got so many requests for a fall look. I wanted to do something very wearable and very easy, so that's what I came up with. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, thumbs up this video, subscribe, comment. I love when you guys leave comments. It just is the best part of uploading videos, reading the comments. I love it. So thanks for being here, and let's just get started. Of course, we're gonna start with a little prep. I'm not gonna be wearing lashes in this video. I've been just rocking my natural lashes a lot lately. I like how it looks. There's tons of great lash serums out there, but this is what I've been using, and it's made my lashes grow a lot, and so I like to just wear mascara. Fast Response Eye Cream from MAC, the best. It just makes you look a little bit more awake really quickly. It is a fall tutorial, so we're gonna put on some pumpkin spice chapstick. I have a mirror over here. It's kind of far away, so I'm gonna switch between a hand mirror, but if you see me looking, that's why. Then I'm not gonna put on moisturizer, but I am gonna put on this Marine Bright Softening Lotion from MAC. I've used this on and off for years. I love it because it brightens your skin. It's like a hydrating mist, but it also has ingredients in it, like vitamin C, to brighten over time. Okay, so while that soaks in, we're gonna start with our eyebrows. This might seem kind of weird, but I'm gonna outline the top of my eyebrows with this concealer pencil from Anastasia. It's called the Pro Pencil Eyeshadow Primer and Color Corrector. But I just run it right over my eyebrows like this because I like to draw little hair strokes in the front of my eyebrows especially, and I like to extend them up past my microblading. And I noticed when I would do my eyebrows first and not do this step, I would put foundation, but I'd have to be really careful that I didn't get it over that. So this kind of, it's like making sure I have foundation there first so that I don't mess up my eyebrows when I go back, but I also don't have a gap from, like, you know, normal skin with no makeup to makeup in between right here, if that makes any sense at all. Now, I know I said in my last video that I didn't really like this from Ardell. It's an eyebrow pen. And I honestly I don't know, I've been using it almost every day since, so I don't hate it. And all I do is I just draw little hair strokes upward. And then same thing here, like on my eyebrow arch, that's all fake. So I just go in here and I just draw little hair strokes downward. And I kind of leave the area where my real hair is alone. And we're gonna go back later with a brow gel. I am gonna put on my eye primer. I'm using Painterly from MAC, but then I'm gonna hop to my face and come back and do the eyes after my foundation's done. This is one thing that I always feel bad about when I'm doing tutorials. I think sometimes people are better off when there's one right way to do it, you know, but you can do it however you want, whatever order. I switch it up all the time, just depending what I've been doing lately. If I forget a step, it's only important sometimes, you know. So for today's look, because it's kind of a simple eye look without liner and no false lashes and that kind of thing, I like to do my skin first. Y'all get it, I know you do. So this is a product I've been waiting to tell you guys about, and I just want to scream it from the rooftops. Everyone needs this. If you struggle with getting oily skin or if you sweat a lot, this is gonna change your life. It's the Carpe Sweat Absorbing Face Lotion. I'll just tell you the name so we can get going. A little goes a long way. I don't put any on my nose. I feel like it breaks up my makeup up there. Maybe I don't sweat right there, and that's why. I put it right in the forehead area, right here, top of my lip and my chin, and that's it. So yeah, I just kind of press it in and let it soak in, and then I'm not gonna use a primer. You can on top of it, but I'm not going to. I'm just gonna go right in with foundation. So for today's look, I kind of wanted to have a matte skin, so we're gonna go in with powders and stuff next. So I'm not too worried about my foundation being matte. This one is, it's called Face Tape from Tarte, but this is way too dark for me right now. So I'm gonna mix in some of this Infallible Pro Glow from L'Oreal, which is way too light for me. So they're gonna kind of meet in the middle and create a satin finish. Any foundation will do. Pick your favorite foundation, put that on, and then we'll continue. I'm just kind of getting it on with a brush, and I like to mix it with a brush. But then I'm going to take this guy I love these from Real Techniques, and push it into the skin. This is gonna help it look extremely natural and airbrushed. I love beauty sponges. And I am just going back with this little brush and getting in between here so that sponge doesn't mess up the front of my eyebrows. Beautiful. Next, I'm gonna go in and conceal under my eyes. I'm gonna use the Born This Way concealer from Too Faced. It just gives our skin a little dimension with the different colors. I just like that look. You can also just put like a little bit down the center of your face just so it's not just right under your eyes. And again, sponge. My skin has been so dry, so I notice I will use a sponge, especially if my skin is dry. Now we're gonna set all of this work we've just done. I'm grabbing my MAC setting powder. This is called Set Powder. And I forgot an under eye setting brush downstairs, so I'm just gonna use my beauty sponge, which will do the same thing, just press it in. Okay, it's time to bronze. I have been loving this brush that I got in my Target haul. It's the Sonia Kashuk Powder Blending Brush is what it's called. And I'm gonna use this butter bronzer from Physicians Formula. I feel very tongue-tied right now. But I like to kind of like swoop it back like that up into my hairline with this brush. It's obviously a really unique shape, which I love, but it's really soft and fluffy. It's not hard. I used to have a brush like this from Sephora and I did like it, but it was a lot more dense and firm. This one's very fluffy, which makes it nice because you don't go in and have like a stamp of color. It's just very light. Bronzing around my hairline so it looks like I got a tan. I love it under here. I've gained weight lately too, so all the bronzer under here. I've been eating whatever I want and I'm happy. I don't really mind. And then if you want like a really soft contour or like a bronzed look, you can totally use this in your cheek area, which is what I'm gonna do today, and go back with another product to kind of contour. But you just use this like this. Swoop, swoop, swoop. Put a little bit on your nose. Okay, so since I have a little bit more rounder cheeks lately, I am gonna go in with my Ita brush. I haven't used this in a while, so bear with me, it might be harsh. I can't remember. I haven't used this in a bit, but I'm gonna take, oh, it's Bone Beige. It's a sculpting powder from MAC. You can buy it separately. This was like a limited little kit, but I'm just gonna kind of softly create a little contour under my cheekbone, under my lip, which I do not need to do anymore. Sometimes I forget how big my lips are now because they just weren't that big most of my life. I don't really need to contour them, Shaylee. A little tiny bit up here. I'm gonna kind of go underneath here. Bake it up a little bit. I go through phases. Are you guys like this with your makeup? I will not do this for the longest time. I just want a really blown out bronzy look and highlighted and glowy. I guess it's the seasons because I did that for summer. And now today I don't think I'm even gonna use highlight, but I want some cheeks. Okay, so we're gonna let that sit for a bit and we are going to hop over to eyes. I couldn't decide what to use when I was bringing my makeup upstairs, so I grabbed these two. This is the MAC x9 Amber, and it has a few shimmer colors in there, and then the Pretty Cool by Dose of Colors. This is all matte cool tone browns. I think I'm leaning toward the MAC one just because it has a few more that I can highlight with, but anything like this, you don't need a certain color. Just grab like a neutrally warm brown, I would say. This brush is amazing. It's called the Rounded Crease Brush from Sonia Kashuk. I bought two. If you saw my Target haul recently, I went back for more, had to get another one. It's just so fluffy and I love how it does what I'm about to do. So grab your lightest color, like your best friend shade. And I love this for applying your first shade. It's just so fluffy. I'm the messiest eyeshadow person ever, if you guys haven't caught on by now. I feel like I always edit my videos and I'm like, what the like, it doesn't even look like I know how to do makeup. It's funny how you don't realize what you do and then you watch it back on video and you're like, gain some control, Shaylee, like you're slopping that everywhere. But I also kind of like how it looks when it looks so messy. But yeah, I don't know. Flick it all the way up and out so you make your eye look like Our eyes are already popping. I'm gonna take a Morphe brush, M433, same exact color, and just buff this right underneath and wrap it all the way around. This is also a great trick if you do have under eye creases like me. If you do this, it kind of hides them. If I don't do it with eyeshadow, I do it with bronzer every single day. I'm gonna go in with this color, this mid-tone brown, Cork. The first one was called Georgia Peach, and this one's Cork. And you're going to put this all over your whole lid. You could use a flat brush, but I'm trying to be minimal here, so I'm gonna use this same Morphe M433, MAC 217, same thing. Dust this all over your eyelid. And then you can use this same brush and just kind of start feathering it up. You're gonna want it to just blend right into that first Georgia Peach color. And these are the only two colors we're gonna use besides a highlight shade. Super duper easy eye look. So you can sit there and keep doing this if you only have a few brushes, but I'm gonna show you, this is why I have a million brushes, because it just does the job for you. So next, what I'm gonna do, let me show you a breakdown real quick. So this was the big fluffy brush we used first. We just use this underneath our eye and on our lid. Now I'm gonna take a MAC 224, this brush here, something in between. Sonia Keshik has some, just something skinnier. And I'm gonna take a tiny little bit of that Cork color that we put on our lid. And since this brush is thinner than the first one, it'll stay lower. It'll automatically stay lower. So just tuck it right here. Barely anything's on this. This is just, you're not necessarily wanting to deposit too much color, you're just wanting to blend. So just go back and forth, and that's gonna do it for you. A little windshield wiper motions. I love a smoky eye, and this is like the easiest smoky eye, and it's totally wearable. You can stop there, but I love a dark under eye as well. And this, like I said, isn't even that dark, so I'm just gonna put a little bit of that Cork color on this same brush we used before underneath, and put it underneath my eye, just to darken that up a little bit. All right, now we're gonna highlight. I'm gonna use this brush I always talk about from Jaclyn Hill. It's the JH40. It's fluffy, but it's thin. It's like a fluffy pencil brush. I'm gonna mix this middle one and this golder one together. And we're gonna just pop this in our inner corner and really brighten up that area. And this is honestly gonna be our only glow on our face, because I'm not using highlight, so I think it's gonna be really pretty and just like a little, hey, should I put it under my eyebrow? I think I am. I think I'm gonna do the same thing. Just put it a little bit right here, the arch. Now it's time to curl your lashes. You could of course pop falsies on, pop liner on, whatever you want. I'm gonna leave it just simple and minimal like this. This is my favorite eyelash curler. It's from Shiseido. You can get it at Sephora, I think Ulta as well. I will of course link everything down below like I always do. I just love it, it gets in there so good. I'm gonna use this Perm Me Up lash from MAC. I love the curved brush. It really helps your lashes get curly and up. The regular version of this isn't curved, and I use it all the time on bottom, but this new one, I just love for the top as my first step. The brush is really teeny, so it can just get right in those inner corners really good. If you came from Cami Carter's channel, hello, and you saw me send this to her, I hope she loves it. I had only been using it like a week or maybe two when I sent it to her, but I was already so in love, so I got one for her. And see how that just like defines them? La la, look at those lashes. Okay, so now we're gonna hit the bottom. The same mascara. Now we're gonna go back with the mascara Cami got me that I'm loving. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I did a video with a girl who's so sweet named Cami Carter, and we did a swap box video where you send each other stuff. So she sent me CoverGirl Exhibitionist. I'm gonna go back with this and thicken them up now. And this is so good, this mascara. Even by itself, it's really thickening and beautiful, but I just like it on top. I like to mix mascaras a lot anyway, but that's like the best combo, doing a defining mascara and a thickening mascara. Because we're doing like a monochromatic brown look, as you can see we did brown on the eyes, we're gonna do more brown blush in a minute. I'm gonna do a brown lip combo. Now I'm gonna be using Bow and Arrow by Kat Von D. This is an oldie, but a goodie. I haven't used this in so long. Pretty, I love it. Okay, so now we can wipe off our powder. It's been baking us up down here, giving us cheekbones. So I'm gonna go in with Prism blush from MAC. As you can see, this is a very well-loved blush. It's kind of like a nude rosy color. I love blush, so I should stop here because I'm gonna keep going and go crazy. I'm gonna take this through my eyebrows now that we're all done with our face. It's the Fiber Gel from MAC. This is in the color Lingering. I just love this like messy brow look. Look what that does for us. Gets these nice and up and messy, and they just look really textured. I love that. And then last, you know, if you watch my videos, this is probably too dark for me actually. I was gonna say, I'm gonna throw a little bit of this, I'll just be really careful. I love Studio Fix right here. I think it just helps blend your blush out. Oh, it's not too bad. I thought it was gonna be too dark for me. This is NC30. But it helps blend your blush out right there. And then it also just gives like a really flawless finish with your pores. So I always take this if I'm doing a matte look, or if you have any acne or anything like that. This really helps just smooth out like the tiniest bit. Is all you need. Always set everything. Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. All right, everyone, this is it. I hope you love it. I know it is pretty simple, so let me know what you think of tutorials like this. Sometimes I think I need to do this big, extravagant makeup to make a tutorial, but who's really out there wearing that day to day? Who has time? Thank you so much for watching. Happy fall. I think it's actually like next week for real, but happy fall. I'm pretending already. As you know, I'm in a flannel over here and it's probably like 100 degrees outside, but we're inside. Who cares? We're pretending. Thank you again for watching.